time to put out the rubbish. The waste bin and the organics bin. I'm your organics bin, and yes, it's my turn for collection this week. My mate here collects waste for landfill every week. Not being collected this week is my other mate, the recycling bin. Together we recycle so that less of your waste goes to landfill, where it's just a waste. And organic materials at a landfill site decompose to create methane, a harmful greenhouse gas. Much better to collect this separately and keep it away from landfill. Once the organic bins are collected from our streets, there's quite a story in what happens next. The organic material comes to this compost site, where it is placed in windrows. The windrow temperature is carefully monitored to ensure it stays above 55 degrees for as long as possible, so that harmful microorganisms and seeds are destroyed. The windrows are turned regularly, and you can see how much heat is generated in the composting process. Moisture and oxygen levels are monitored so that composting bacteria have the best conditions for breaking down the organic material.
The important thing that we're doing there is adding more oxygen, because after several hours the oxygen depletes from the heat. So we've just got to keep turning those heaps to keep that oxygen up, because the microbes are like us. They die if they don't get oxygen.
The composted material is ground, screened and graded into various types of mulch and compost before being loaded for bulk delivery or bagged for the marketplace. To make the processing of the organics into high-quality compost, we need to be quite careful about what goes into the organics bin. That's me! You can use the bin for almost anything that grows in the garden. Small prunings and cuttings, lawn clippings and weeds, leaves that you've raked up, cut flowers, small twigs and branches that will fit easily into the bin, even paper, towel and tissues. Pet poo is okay too. You can even put in shredded paper or ripped cardboard. Of course, there are things that don't go into the organics bin. No dirt, soil or sand. No painted or treated timber. Don't put in your bricks, stone or rubble. No gardening tools or plant pots. And we don't want irrigation or garden hoses. And a really important one, no plastic bags or plastic of any kind.
This is our worst nightmare. The contamination is causing major issues in processing. It contaminates the final product that goes out to vineyards and vegetable growers, and it just consistently causes major problems for the industry as a whole.
So plastic and plastic bags are a big no-no. They're a major source of contamination, and workers have to pick them out one by one. Very inefficient. It's a simple rule. If it didn't grow, it doesn't go. Food scraps are ideal for composting, and we want to keep them from landfill too. If you don't want to compost them at home, you can simply put them straight into your bin or wrap them in newspaper. Council also provides these kitchen caddies with compostable bag liners. You can use your caddy to recycle all types of food scraps, including meat, bones, seafood and dairy products. It's easy. When full, or every few days, just pull out the bag and put it in the organics bin. Other recyclables, like packaging materials, can go into the bin with the yellow lid, the recycling bin. Being careful about recycling, using the bins with the green and yellow lids correctly reduces the amount of valuable resources that end up here in landfill. There will always be some things for the red bin, things you need to keep out of the organics and recycling bins. Things like nappies, soft plastics, broken crockery and glass items, ropes, hoses and strapping, and polystyrene foam. That's how we work together to improve the environment we work in. Remember, with me, if it didn't grow, it doesn't go. Easy.
And that means I won't be needed as much for the waste to landfill.